Hello, this is Thomas Adrian Nutz from Werribee. Um, as you may know, these news presenters have got nothing better to talk about than all the coronavirus cases and lockdown and being this and that and shit like that. You know what I mean? But let's all wipe that aside and just get into these people get paid to talk about this shit. They're poisoning the public with untrue bullshit. They can't even fucking prove bullshit. And concentrated fucking poisonous bullshit. And all I can say is that I've called up fucking Channel 7 and Channel 9. I've even called up the AB fucking C to get these know-alls and know-abouts and fucking know-it-alls and wankers and fucking bullshit of the fucking politics to stop talking about these fucking rules of what's going on with, okay, you get the 5k this, the 15k that, the 25k that, and before you know it, they take the cunt off, and then fucking what happens? They push it back down to the lowest kilometre even possible, so it makes us harder with life, you know? And that's what they want us to think. They really fucking do. They want us to think that shit was like, oh, okay, we'll do this, we'll do that. Okay, we'll jump when the government wants us to jump. And then here's this fucking QR code shit so cunts can control us. The government's using that as a scare tactic to try to control people to do shit like, you know? Or just say if like, I'll say for instance I went to Sims or IGA or who the fuck, whatever, right? And I didn't QR code. They can't contact me. If I QR code and someone turns up there not well or some shit and they turn back to me and send me a message and say, hey, look, you gotta go get tested. You gotta go get fucking... whatever. I don't know. I've fucking lost it with these cunts, I'll tell you. But like, they put the QR code for you to go into the shop so you can scan it. And guess what? If anything goes wrong in that vicinity or the location or wherever, the government has rarity to call you and let you know to go and get a nose up something up the nose, something down the throat or whatever. You know, it's called government control. It's like a magnet. You don't do it, you get turned away. It's just like when people go into the shops without a mask on. Okay, they I know we don't like it, I know this is that and all that shit, right? But people don't get turned away without a mask on. Your QR code, they think everything's going to be alright. Some shops, not all, that should turn you away if you don't have a mask on. And I fucking hate it as the next bloody Tom, Dick and Harry. I fucking hate it. But it's the way of the world. But the way of the world should understand, don't put false, unanswered, poisonous, gastric bullshit on the news saying, oh, this number's risen, that number's risen. Oh, fuck off, dickhead. These cunts got nothing better to broadcast over and shit. How many fucking times I've called up Channel 7 and 9 and fucking ABC. And, hey, I've even called ACMA to call up and complain. And yet they wouldn't do a thing about it. Everybody around the world knows what's going on. And when I called up Channel 7, not fucking Channel 7, hang on, let me think. When I called up Channel 9 to say, can you, sorry, a bit of I called up Channel 9 and said, oh, can you please stop broadcasting about everything that's going on with CV and all that shit, right? And they said, oh no, we're not going to stop broadcasting about it. That's what the public wants to hear. And I honestly said, you are poisoning the public with this bullshit that the media and the government can't even fucking prove. Because the areas that people are infected in, how are they actually going to prove 100% that those people have actually got what you say they've got? You can't. It's like without a legal document, you can't prove it. Without fucking CCTV, you can't prove it. You're just taking the media. The government is what the fuck they're doing. Is they're taking the media's word for it, and then the media are feeding it to the government. And it's not. Okay, we'll go off the chief health officer's advice. We'll go off the media's advice, and we'll go off the government's advice. These news presenters are paid to say what they're paid to say, which is unillustrated, poisonous, gastric bullshit. And they say I should care what the fucking, public think, I'm not being heartless. I'm not saying I don't care about what the public think. It's just the media wants you to care what the public think. It's nothing to try to get me to say I don't care about what other people think. I care what other people think. I get it. Everyone's in it to try and get out of it and to win it. But what people put on the news, dude, it's not 100% true. It's a way to get you to fucking get yourself scared into thinking like, this thing's not going to stop. It will stop eventually. It's just the one thing I wanted to stop is no broadcasting on it. But, mate, they make their money on pure bullshit. They tell pure bullshit. And I'm not saying none of it's true. I'm just saying probably 50%, and the other 50% can go and get fucked.